Happy 4th of July and good morning. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mackenzie Lake. I have some wonderful weather I'm tracking as we head into our holiday weekend. Let's dive right in. First things first, we're going to clear out beautifully and warm up nicely. We're experiencing some rain clouds and some visibility problems this morning, but still forecasting for clear conditions just in time for your firework forecast. I'm looking at winds and waves for the day, and then as we head into next week, our next weather pattern shift, we have some big heat waves ahead of us. So let's talk about our first things first. We're going to look at the Madre fire. So I pulled up some satellite radar and imagery from yesterday. Look at all that smoke plume into the south-facing beaches. We saw a little bit of air quality issues, major air quality issues through those interior areas, and even some problems down through LA and Ventura County. Well, I'm going to be tracking the smoke for the afternoon as well. Take a look at my modeling. This is going to show where the smoke is headed over the next couple of hours. So as this fire continues to rage and burn, it's going to bring in some of these north and northwesterly winds, and I think air quality anywhere from Santa Maria down through the south-facing beaches and into Ventura and LA counties will be impacted today. If you see some haze and smoke out as you're heading out later this afternoon, don't be caught off guard. Just make sure you have those windows closed. Make sure you're avoiding strenuous activity outside. Here's a look at 2 p.m. Still picking up on a lot of this smoke, really impacting our beach areas and interior portions of Ventura County as well. Well, the smoke is going to start to waft a little bit further out into the east by 7 p.m. So we should have some sort of haze and smoke if you're heading out for some of those fireworks shows. But I do think things lighten up a little bit and a lot of that smoke continues to push out further. But let's talk about our sky coverage, because I've been talking about how it's going to be a foggy firework forecast. Well, now we have some bigger changes. I'm now tracking strong sundowner winds for the south-facing beaches, and what that means for us is we actually stay clear. By 9 p.m. that's when their shows kick off here in Santa Barbara. We might see a little bit of marine layer coverage, but I don't think the real dense fog and real impactful areas of fog will develop until 10 or 11 p.m. So if you're heading out, it is a cool afternoon on tap. We'll see those temperatures dipping pretty quickly as the sun begins to set. You'll want that extra layer, and again, if you're heading home late in the evening, 11 p.m., maybe closer to midnight, you'll want to have those low beams on as dense fog is going to build right back in. So let's take a look at these sundowner winds that I'm tracking here. As we step through time about lunchtime, conditions pick up for most of the areas north of Point Conception, maybe a light breeze down in Ventura County, and picking up 17-mile-per-hour sustained winds through Camarillo. Well, watch as we head through the afternoon hours here. So now we're upwards of 15 miles per hour for most of the coverage zone, and our winds start to crank up for the south-facing beaches closer to 5 or 6 p.m. So now we're getting 22-mile-per-hour readings through the Gaviota corridor. Watch Goleta and Santa Barbara jumping up to 15 miles an hour by about 7:30 p.m. and then those winds hold steady all the way through 9. This is the important time frame that we're looking at here, because again, these winds are just strong enough to keep the marine layer at bay. But if you are in our interior areas or northern communities, light conditions will mean that I think cloudy skies appear in Santa Maria and San Luis Obispo. Let's talk about what I'm tracking with waves. We're looking at our beach hazard statement. Ventura County areas impacted today, dangerous rip currents and breaking waves. It's highly advised if you have beach plans today that you're swimming in designated areas and places with a lifeguard on duty. But temperatures, it'll be a fantastic afternoon for some grilling, maybe some golf or barbecuing outside. If you're heading out today, you don't need that extra layer because temperatures rise quickly, especially for our interior areas. 70s and 80s in Santa Ynez and Buellton, 90s for the far interior, sunny and 75 in San Luis Obispo. Couldn't ask for a better beach day in Avila. Continuing with this summer-like trend, the only changes I'm watching here are going to be those sundowner winds, which do in part lead to clear skies just in time for your firework forecast. So head out the door, snap some pictures, send them in here for the First Alert Weather team to share, and have a wonderful holiday weekend.